Erev Shabbos Kodesh Parshas Emor. That's for us that are privileged to be here in Eretz Yisrael. In the middle of the Parsha, we have the mitzvah of Sfiras HaOmer. We count the Omer, as everybody knows, from the night going into the second day of Pesach till Shavuos, or in the words of the Torah, Mimachras HaShabbos, from the day after Shabbos, which Chazal tell us means Pesach, until Shavuos. Sometimes we forget why we're counting the Omer. Let's take ourselves back to biblical times, where what happened on the day after Pesach was the kickoff of the harvest, the kickoff of the new agricultural season for Eretz Yisrael. And on the day after Pesach, we would go out into the fields and we would take our sickle in hand and we would cut some barley, and that would be the Ksiras HaOmer, the cutting of the barley, and then we would count 49 days until we celebrate the harvest of the wheat on Shavuos. It's an amazing thing, because this mitzvah of cutting the Omer takes place even if the day after the first day of Pesach or the second day of Pesach is on Shabbos. That means it's not foreign to us that in the Beis HaMikdash, in the temple in Jerusalem, they did do things on Shabbos that we wouldn't do. They did shechita, they slaughtered animals, they collected blood. The Kohanim were busy on Shabbos, and they did what we would consider to be Chilul Shabbos. But that's in the Beis HaMikdash. Outside of the Beis HaMikdash, how could you violate the Shabbos? But on the day of the cutting of the Omer, even if it was on Shabbos, says the Mishnah, even if it was on Shabbos, we would go out with our farmer's hat on our heads, we would walk out into the fields with our sickle in hand, and we would cut that Omer. If somebody would do that 3 minutes later, he would be Chayiv Skila. He was Mechalel Shabbos. But on the day after Pesach, you can do it, even if it's on Shabbos. Why? Says Rav Kook, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, that what we have to understand is that for that moment, and perhaps all the time, the whole Israel, all the land of Eretz Yisrael became the Beis HaMikdash, because the land is holy. And when the Torah says you can do something like this, you can cut sheaves during that moment, everything became the Beis HaMikdash. And in this period of time where all of Israel is celebrating the fact that we're able to live here in Eretz Yisrael, and we're able to grow Torah and grow Yiddishkeit and grow technology in Eretz Yisrael, important to remember the original lesson of the Ksiras HaOmer, that the whole Eretz Yisrael is Kodesh, the whole Eretz Yisrael is the Beis HaMikdash. Shabbat Shalom U'Mvorach.